Hello everybody, welcome to Berlin, Germany, the round of 16, starting things off with Turkey against France, also Slovenia, Belgium, Germany, Montenegro, and Spain taking on Lithuania tonight. It's going to be a big day here in Germany. All of these teams have advanced in the competition to this point. And it doesn't get any more pressurized than this. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor. And Mike, we have been impressed really by both of these teams. We came from Cologne, where the basketball is great. France had some highs and lows. How do you see them coming into this game, and what about Turkey's chances?
Well, I think France is coming in feeling good about the battle-tested competition in Cologne.
Ladies and gentlemen, FIBA EuroBasket 2022. Welcome to Berlin. Round of last 16 and now game 1 of 8. It's time to meet the teams for this game. First, introducing the team representing France.
France's players lining up in the tunnel, getting ready to take on a Turkish team that lost in its last game to Spain. We know that France are battle-hardened. They've played some tough games. They arrived on the back of a tough loss to Slovenia. I suppose in a way that losing that game maybe sharpens the focus. I don't see France losing any self-belief after that defeat, Mike.
No, I think there was a little frustration about the way it ended, but they competed extremely well. We saw a legendary effort from Luka Doncic. Again, the teams in Group B and Cologne have survived great competition, and they should be really prepared for these knockout stages. On the other side, Turkey, again, put themselves in a position to have a tough game against Spain. They had themselves in a position to win. It didn't go their way. Today, the big challenge for Turkey is what they do at the playmaker position. Shane Larkin back to Istanbul, out of the tournament with a finger injury. Again, they're missing his 7 assists and 2.2 assist turnovers. The playmaking, someone's got to step up. We'll see if it's Seamus Hazer or Tuncer. I think both of these guys can be candidates. But again, someone's got to make the game easier for Turkey and get the ball to their shooters and front line. It should be a great matchup here, tipping off the action in the knockout stages in Berlin.
Well, the action is definitely going to be hot. This Turkey team is, shall we say, they've had some highs and lows, haven't they? And now coming from Tbilisi, obviously they had a testy encounter in Georgia. A couple of players ejected, Korkmaz and Sanatse for Georgia. And then some things happened after the game. Just a little, maybe on the outside looking at it, this is a team that has distractions, a lot of negativity, and they need to really channel that to be more positive, in my opinion.
Without a doubt, Jeff. You know, these games are decided by small factors, and they've got to be more focused on basketball as we get ready for the national league.
So as we look at Adam and talk about the issues, we will now pause for the national anthem.
Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem of Turkey.
National anthems have been played. Ergen Ataman and Vincent Collet shaking hands before this game, and looking at this Turkey team coming and shaking hands, some great players, but it does feel like it's been a team that's been slightly under siege in Georgia. And yeah, it's time for the positivity to think about winning games and not having distractions. So the referees for today's game, Antonio Conde from Spain in the middle, Boris Krejci from Slovenia on the left, and Martin Borisov from Bulgaria on the right. And again, these three referees have refereed a lot of big games in international competition, whether you're talking about World Cups, talking about Olympic Games, EuroBaskets. So also, Mike, we will get a look at the starting five then. Gerson Yabusele rested the other night because of a leg muscular injury, but is appearing he's going to be playing. Rudy Gobert really stepped it up against Slovenia.
Gobert, we know him as a rim protector, as an outstanding defender, but they really found him on the short rolls. The last two games of the game in Cologne, he played extremely well offensively. You see him shoot 66% from the floor, 12 and 9. He's been an outstanding force in the front court, but he'll be challenged.
Also, Evan Fournier, he's a great three-point shooter. There's no doubt about it. And I think clearly opponents know what he can do, though, as an all-around player.
Yeah, he's really asserted himself as the go-to player for France. He's a leader. He wants the ball in his hands. Vincent Collet has done a fantastic job helping this team make steps forward during this tournament, and I think they're really ready for the challenge today against Turkey.
I mean, it was an accomplishment for France just to get out of the group, out of Cologne, because after their opening night defeat to Germany, and then their slow start the next day against Lithuania, things did not look good for them, but then they battled back, they faced that adversity, and they survived. And of course, Cedi Osman for this Turkey team means everything. Yes, he can hit the threes, but driving to the basket, forcing that tempo. I think Cedi needs to be a leader in this team.
Without a doubt, I think you have Cedi Osman, Furkan Korkmaz, the NBA wings, and then obviously inside, Alperen Şengün. These guys have the inside and outside combination, the size and front court here. You can see they have the ability to match up and maybe take advantage of some situations against France. But for me, the issue right now with Turkey is who will distribute the ball to these guards and to these big men. That's a big question facing Coach Ataman and the Turkey team as they tip off action here.
Yeah, he was banking on Larkin to be that man. He's hoping to get a boost from the Turkey fans that has shown up today. And back to Alperen Şengün as the big fella. Who knows, might go on to be the greatest ever big in Turkish basketball.
And there's been some good ones from Turkey.
Have there been some good ones. So France, their fans, I'm sure feeling confident. France made it to the Olympic final last year, of course missing a couple of players, Nick Batum, Nando De Colo. So not just any players. I mean, they are missing hugely important, experienced players. Yet, you know, I think that Ataman certainly and Hakan Demir know that this is a team that is going to be tough against. So Gerson Yabusele, Evan Fournier, Andrew Albasi, Terry Tarpe, one of the revelations of this competition, Rudy Gobert, and then Okobo, Mbai, Luawu, Cabarro, Ertel, Maladon, Poirier, and Foul coming off the bench for coach Vincent Collet on the right, and Pascal Donadieu is the able assistant who's actually been a head coach as well for some of the France A teams that have traveled. One of the good things that France did was they had like different national teams going and compete in different competitions. Jetty Osman, Sertac Sandley, Bukraham Tunjer, Bertan Korkmaz, and Alfred Schengen, Mother Hazer, Tabir Bitim, Mamatolu, Kabaja, and Osmani coming off the bench for Coach Adaman.
Of course, Tunjer is the key name there, replacing Larkin. And even though Larkin may not have been in the FS attack mode, Larkin, he produced 7 assists to 2.2 turnovers a game, did a great job distributing the ball, getting the ball to the wing shooters, to the post bigs. So let's see how Tunjer can fill that role for Turkey here today.
Well, France with Fournier, with Gobert, definitely, and a player that arguably could be the most important player in this tournament, Ertel. They've got their chances.
Yeah.
And without a question, with Tarpe also really coming in and emerging.
I mean, Coach Collet has Tarpe as a defensive matchup. He can put him on Korkmaz, he can put him on Cedi Osman, so that'll be interesting to see how he chooses to use Tarpe. Starting LBC, also very interesting. Again, bringing Hertel off the bench. Hertel has made a concerted effort in the last several games to really be that connector of the French offense, distributing the ball. So again, these matchups are very interesting, and it's a great way to tip off the action here in Berlin.
See France winning 13 of the last 15 games against Turkey at the EuroBasket. And Turkey won only 2 of their last 20 EuroBasket elimination games. So the weight of history against this team.
You said it though, Jeff. They've got to be very positive coming in here. You know, it's next man up mentality. They're missing a key player. Hopefully, from the Turkey perspective, they can rally together and get a great team performance, even though they're shorthanded without Martin.
So let's don't forget about the potential of Turkey. You know, this is a country that had the USA on the ropes in the group phase back in Shanghai, China, at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And were it not for some missed free throws at the end, they would have beaten the USA. And that, you know, so Schengen was not in that team, so he's clearly a difference maker. The big question about Turkey is can they raise the level to their optimal level?
And that's what we're here to see. I would love to see them focus on making the hustle plays, the extra effort plays, some of that grit and toughness. Let's see if these players can bring that to the floor today.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. We are underway, the first round of 16 game at the FIBA EuroBasket 2022, and it's France-Turkey. France winning the opening tip, but Cedi Osman for Turkey in the white, coming up with the steal. And that's a good sign for the 12 giant men. Here is Alperen Schengen electing not to put up the 3 and going right at Gobert.
Great start defensively for Osman. You can see him out defending, denying. Fournier, that'll be a key matchup on the wing.
2 NBA talents, obviously, squaring off in that Fournier-Cedi Osman battle. Here's Albisi and Yabusele. Count it! That's a problem for Turkey.
Great sign for France after missing the game due to the thigh injury. Yabusele impacts the game early.
Tunjer being chased by Albasi. And doesn't get the drop. Gobert rebounds the miss. Here's Terry Tarpe into the corner to Fournier. And that missed badly.
Great idea from Tarpe. Just needs an on-time, on-target pass. The shooter's rhythm was off a little bit, but a great look for Fournier.
Korkmaz, surely they don't want to leave him open, but ball goes down and comes out. So these two teams feeling each other out here at the start of the game. And Gobert misses the layup right at the end. He did the hard work, but then when he got to the basket, he missed it.
Korkmaz just got in the way as the low man, threw Rudy's timing off just enough.
Turkey looking for that first point, first couple points, 3 points, just to kind of settle the nerves. Here's Cedi Osman living dangerously. Oh, goes under and forced to take a shot that probably he didn't want to. Yabusele probing, drifts in, there's Gobert, nobody boxes him out.
One thing you notice with this Turkey front line, there's very good size to match up with France. There's lots of big bodies in the paint out here on this floor here in Berlin.
And Korkmaz loses control of it. Look at Rudy handle the basketball, gets it over to Yabusele, and then they hustle down. And then a whistle, and the foul called on Shanley.
Nice play here, Yabusele attacking the rim, offensive boards, put back. You gotta like the activity early on of Gobert on the offensive boards. And again, this is a regular matchup for Turkey. This is a 5-man versus 5-man, so you've got to expect your 5s and 4s to do a better job putting a body on people and blocking out.
So the first game, people still arriving at the arena, and you can see Gobert. It is an early start, and it was another of the issues that Ataman apparently didn't like playing the early game. Felt like they would have more fans later in the day, but
you know the thing about a tournament, Jeff, you play who you play, when you play them, where you're supposed to play, and you show up and play against whoever it is. You know, this is about more than one team. The schedule is the schedule. Show up and compete and take on all comers.
3 minutes into the contest, Turkey looking for their first points. Cedi Osman gets the double team, gets it out. Shanley, good 3-point shooter, but it's long. Long rebound goes to Bugrahan Tunjer. Korkmaz for 3. This is another one, and another opportunity. You see this time to time for Turkey. Alperen Şengün, this time he is going to take it, he's going to miss.
3 long rebounds from 3 3-point shots. France perimeter guys have to do a little bit better job blocking out in the early going.
Fournier, offensive foul. That's gonna take that off. Moving screen. So Gobert picks up his first. Watch Gobert move a little. Too late, maybe.
Yeah, just a little extra step and maybe got his arms up a little high, forcing the moving screen.
Turnaround, did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. And getting a glimpse of what makes that man so special. And now Fournier, the ball knocked out of his hands, fouled by Osman.
Good patience in the post there. Alperen with a nice turnaround jump shot before the shot clock buzzer. Good awareness from the young big. Nice touch on his shot.
And the Yabusele, and it goes up for the two-handed flush.
Again, the top pick and roll action when you have two inside scoring bigs. They run the short pick and roll action. Yabusele going block to block. Great pass and strong finish.
And a foul called on Fournier. How do you like Turkey, how they're setting up on offense? They've got 4 guys down on the perimeter. Well, let's have a look at France first of all. The entry pass.
There you see Yabusele working block to block in the dunker spot as Gobert rolls down the middle. That's commonly referred to as short pick and roll action when you have 2 inside scoring bigs. But again, what I like from France in the early going is Albacé's work defensively to pressure Tanger. It's not as easy. They rely on their system and structure right now. They're not getting as much creativity without Larkin, and Albacé is doing a great job pressuring defensively.
Yeah. Great point. You have to remember, without Larkin, you're missing one of the best players in Europe. All goes. Another foul call from France. Team foul number 3. So definite absence and a lot of pressure on Tanger.
So these big shoes to fill. You know, Larkin very good in transition, pick and roll, and creating easy shots.
And Shanley, with foul having checked into the game, took 1 or 2 looks and was like, maybe I shouldn't get in there with that big fella. And now the big fella bends over and picks up the basketball.
Great interior defense from foul that possession.
Fournier this time almost forcing his way in, and then great defense. Somebody reaches in. Was it Schengen to knock it away? And Osman quick to the Korkmaz, and that's where Turkey can hurt you on the break.
Great teamwork and a strong finish. Lots of physicality on both ends. But again, both teams not giving up an inch to each other.
And again, the pass into foul, and there is a foul by Schengen on foul.
Turkey number 23, first person is foul.
Osmani going to check into the game for Shanley.
Osmani will be challenged today against the French front line. He's called on to play big minutes now with 2 early fouls.
And also, this might not be a good development for Turkey with Thomas Hurtel checking into the game. He has been playing some of his best basketball ever for France at this FIBA EuroBasket. Certainly the last few games. There's foul, gets it down low, and just powers his way up over Osmani.
Again, Hurtel put it on a plate for him. Great lead pass on the dive. Foul, collected himself, and finished very well.
And Osmani doesn't catch the pass, and it leads to a wide open layup for Hurtel. And Heidemann calls timeout. You can't turn the ball over like that.
Pass and catch, the simple things. Bobbled ball, good defense from Yabusele leads to the run-out layup and timeout.
oynuyoruz Furkan'a havuzlu oynuyoruz. Normal. Hadi şu elleri topları bomboş yiyoruz. Hadi. Bir şey yoksa 2-3.
So Yabusele is a player, multiple weapons on offense. He's already got his strength, and that's maybe a tad bit deceiving. You look at him and you're like, here's a guy that's going to go to work inside, but he can do this as well.
Yeah, he's an inside-outside scorer. Again, it's a great sign that he can impact the game early after missing last game and the questions surrounding his leg. Showing up and really being productive early on.
Hazer in the game, number 2. He's taking the inbounds pass. And you would think 5 games into this competition, maybe Turkey would be in sync a little bit more, but it does feel like they don't have any rhythm. And now an offensive foul. And Adam, who's never shy about showing his frustration, certainly is not a happy camper right now.
You've got two really experienced, intelligent players. Korkmaz tried to clear out Fournier, lifting his arm on the wide pin, and he was called for the offensive foul to the dismay of Adam on the Turkey bench.
And now an offensive foul called down low, I believe, on the foul. You know, I suppose because you coached Poland, Mike, at the previous two EuroBaskets in the World Cup, and as a coach, you're like, okay, I'm seeing how they're covering this. They're calling this game, and we're going to talk about it next time out, and you adjust, and maybe you're looking for consistency on both ends, and as long as you have that, then you're happy.
It's the players and the coach's responsibility to adjust to the line the referees call. Every game's different.
How about that? Schengen catches it down low. Foul called sleeping a little bit.
Well, great play from Hazer, and that's really encouraging for Turkey. They need more penetrating playmaking.
Look at him. The second time France have turned the ball over at midcourt, and Cedi Osman this time punishes them.
Hazer making two plays, sparking his team to a little run.
Hazer, one of those great talents that used to play at Bambit, and of course logged a lot of important minutes in the Basketball Champions League. Here's foul getting down low and scoring.
I mean, Jeff, that's great interior play. Post up, pass it out, repost, deeper position, and finish right at the rim. Really good work from foul.
Cedi Osman in the left corner. This is everything. Fournier drives, puts it up and in. He's fouled by Osmani. Or is it Schengen?
And Jeff, that's just too easy. Turkey has to have more intensity and just determination, sprinting back in transition to stop the ball.
And Schengen got him on the right arm as he went up. He's been blanketed by Cedi Osman, Fournier. But we like to say he goes, it's time to go hunting.
Yes, and I'm sure Cole and the coaching staff really want Fournier to hunt those three-point shots. And when you pressure him, he has the ability, as he showed, to get to the rim.
Schengen gets in. Now Fournier has the miss. And just when Turkey was starting to show a little promise, France come right back. And the miss gives it Turkey another chance. Hazer gets Fournier on his back, steps back, and
again, it's just when Larkin's in that position, it's much more dangerous. Hazer, give him credit, he's come off the bench and give the team a spark.
The kick by Hazer, and the young Sadiq Emir Kabaja is going to come in. Kabaja, on the books of Galatasaray, comes in and replaces Schengen, who gets no love from his coach as he walks out of the game.
Well, Jeff, you know, both starting 5 and 4. Shanley, Schengen, they have 2 fouls here in the first quarter. That's going to put a lot of responsibility on the backup big men for Turkey to finish the first half, give them some quality minutes.
Luawu Cabarrot runs into 3 Turkish players, and great talent, Luawu Cabarrot. We have seen some good things out of this EuroBasket, but also some mistakes like that.
Again, what we need to see more from the French perimeter players is penetrate them in the paint and kick it out to a teammate. We've seen Hertel do that. It's been critical for their success. He drove into traffic and just got into trouble in traffic.
Osman, an offensive rebound for Osmani, gets it back outside, and that was a good decision in the end. Hazer drills it.
You gotta love the way Hazer's come into this game, scoring, assisting, defending, bringing exactly what this team needs.
Hertel on jumper. Turkey can put points on the board in a hurry. Here's Korkmaz. Kabaja doesn't hesitate, misses it badly. And that was in lieu of the end of the quarter, not necessarily a bad shot from Kabaja. So France lead it 18-11 over Turkey at the end of one.
Decided advantage in the numbers you see. Again, field goal percentage 55, 50 to 26 in terms of overall shooting, France. Turkey only 1 for 9 from 3 in the first quarter. And again, rebounds 12 to 8. But the key numbers are the fouls for the Turkey big men. Both Shenli and Şengün with 2 fouls in the first quarter, pressuring that Turkey bench to produce.
One area where Turkey have done well is scoring points off turnovers. They've scored 11 to France's 4. And so basically all of their points have come after their defense has been able to come up with steals, and that's how crucial that aspect of the game is for them.
And that's an encouraging sign, but Jeff, if I'm Coach Ataman, I want to see more desperation from my Turkey team. You're playing shorthanded without Larkin. You're missing a key guy. Hazer has come in and done a lot of good things off the bench. But again, I don't see that desperation like a knockout stage to start this game. Hopefully they can play their way into it and really impact the game.
Well, courtside 1891, get it in your smartphone. Just scan in the barcode and you will have it at your fingertips. I mean, these days everybody has a smartphone, so the recommendation, get it in there.
And you can keep track of the scores and stats and games. Again, we've got great knockout action, knockout stage action here in Berlin all day. Fantastic teams, fantastic matchups. All the stats are right there for you at home.
Second quarter underway, and Hazer remains in the game. Mamatolu and Shanley come in for Turkey. So Osman sits down. He needs a little bit of defense with him out of the game. Here's Korkmaz. And
let's see if France decides to target Shanley a little bit with his 2 fouls. And
high pick. Now Gobert rolls. They swing it. Luwawu Cabarro. Oh boy. That's good, and that's a shot that he's got to hit if he's going to be on the court.
And it starts with Hertel snaking the pick and roll, attracting the defense, throwing back, consecutive pass. Really good teamwork from France there.
You can see Luwawu Cabarro shaking his head almost in relief. Here's Shanley. This is what he does, but Turkish shooters are not making their shots.
1 for 10 from 3 to start the game.
Nice take, nice pass from Luwawu Cabarro, and Osmani with the foul.
Turkey number 24, first personal erste foul, first team foul.
Again, you want to fill those corners with floor spacing and a great consecutive pass. No wasted dribbles, no wasted energy, just a great consecutive pass for the open 3 for Okobo. So, excuse me, Luwawu Cabarro.
So Gobert at the line, and we felt like, I can't remember which game it was. I think it was their 4th game for France, and Luwawu Cabarro and Okobo, for me, were almost struggling to the point where they were detriment to being on the floor to France. But in the last game, especially Okobo really turned it on against Slovenia.
And this is a role player finding a way to impact the game. Some games are better than others, and as a coach, you've got to support them through those difficult challenges. But again, Jeff, you look at the Turkey shot selection. They're 1 for 11 from 3. They have not been to the free throw line yet. Again, they're missing the penetrating and playmaking from Larkin, but you need to have more pressure on the rim. They've got to establish the post. They've got to put pressure on the rim, and that will change the success of their offense.
The team, meanwhile, is checked into the game, and Hazer's providing valuable minutes for Turkey, who right now is just trying to stay in the game. And coming in for Turkey as well is Sabir. Samir. And the pass to Shanley.
Gobert stepped over to help on the duck in against Hertel, and it was just enough space for Shanley to get the nice little mid-lane finish off.
Hertel again. Here he is, pulling up for three. Good!
We can't say enough about the job Hertel has done for France, distributing the ball, and then the strength of his game, those pull-up jump shots.
Yeah, this is the tournament. He started the opening game. It didn't go well. And since he's been coming off the bench, he's been a much better player. Here's the ball. And Shanley another chance and another basket. Ahmad Mbaye, one of the veterans coming in, gives it a drop.
2 points.
And they called a foul on the play as well. On, I believe, Gobert for a push.
Let's see what happened here.
So that's his second, but they do count the basket.
And foul against Team France, number 27.
You know, there's so much contact under the basket. Shanley, Gobert, mixing it up, trying to get position. You know, Gobert's just got to keep his elbows down. I think if he does a better job keeping his elbows down, he's going to avoid, let's say, the moving screen and the push under the basket.
Here's Bittin, very strong athletic player. Oh boy, that was a risky pass. Mamatolu has it. Oh, and he does throw it away. Hertel breaks in, and terrific effort by Bittin, hustling back on defense. And now a technical foul has been called on France for complaining. I think that was one where Hertel possibly could have handed it off. So they called the technical on Foley. And yeah, it looks like Mamatolu might have raked him across the arm a little bit. Hence the, but.
Again, Jeff, if you're watching this as a coach, the turnover is great, but you've got to space the floor in transition. They had poor floor spacing, not open passing angles for Hertel. He was forced to finish, unable to finish. The contact frustrated him, but France has to do a better job of spacing the floor in transition in that opportunity.
So the loudspeaker said the foul was on Collet, but our official score says it was on Hertel. Now the ball thrown away and it goes the other way. So neither Turkey not taking advantage.
Turkey lining up in a 2-2-1 full court press here, changing the defense, trying to change the rhythm of the game. Let's see what defense they drop back into.
That's a particularly difficult sequence for Mamatolu. Turns the basketball over and then misses the technical free throw. Here's Poirier scoring down low. And again, one of those players who just seems to be getting more effective as the tournament goes along.
Yeah, great play, great patience on the short roll, created a good shot for himself. You know, you got it, that's textbook post play in the short roll.
And now Martin Harzak calling a foul.
Second team foul.
So that's not good news.
It's his third foul here in the first half.
So it really goes from bad to worse for Turkey. That was a shot, a pass that almost went in. So here, pass up ahead, and oh, and a rejection from Luau Camaro. And now it leads to an open break. Poirier just didn't even hustle back on defense.
Well, that's tough. You know, Poirier was down after missing the play earlier, and it's just a great block and quick transition. Just an opportunity and a little bit of luck for France right there.
Turkey seemed to constantly face these big deficits. Certainly the games that I've called in recent times. Here is Shanley. Oh boy, he fouled pretty badly there by Poirier. Those two guys know each other from their battles in Spain. Poirier, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. Here it is a block. And then the hustle going the other way. So I did a game with Turkey when they hosted Serbia in the European qualifiers right before the FIBA EuroBasket, and Serbia got up by 21 points early in the second half. Excuse me, Serbia got up by 21, and Turkey battled all the way back, and he could have won that game. So just because you get a big lead on them, you got to play all 40 minutes against this Turkey team. The downside is a big part of their comeback was Shane Larkin, and he's not here.
But Jeff, as a coach, as a leader, you have to be careful about comments and things like this. Coach Ataman complained a lot about the early start, had all these negative comments about that, and I think subconsciously that can work on your players. How are they ready? Are they ready to play right now? Is that like creating an excuse for their team? Again, you got to be real careful about how you frame the narrative from game to game.
So France turned over again, and Korkmaz pulls up on the break. Another point, another basket off turnovers for Turkey. That has been really the only thing that has kept them in this game. They've been able to close the gap to 11 points, 31-20. And you know who, Korkmaz will be happy to see that basketball go in the hoop from three-point range. Timeout.
The players right now 2 for 12, part of their slow start. But again, the challenge for this roster is who will be able to make the shots easy for these great three-point shooters. How do they get them easy shots?
And now Korkmaz chasing back, and Luwawu Cabarrot turns it over. He's looking for a foul. You got to play.
And again, you can't play for fouls in these games. You can't play for whistles or calls. Everything must be strong. But when you're Turkey, you love the fact that your defense has picked up with the defensive intensity and energy the last few possessions.
9 turnovers for France. I mean, that's 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. That is just way too many turnovers. Cedi Osman. Poirier not able to rebound the basketball, but it goes out of bounds off of Turkey.
I like the idea of posting Osman, trying to get him an easy bucket. He created a good shot for himself in traffic.
Mike, you talk about it so many times in basketball. You get up on a team, you better step on their throat and put them away, because if you don't, you are ripe to be beaten.
Yes.
And you kind of get that feeling right now with France. They need to go to work. Poirier, turnaround, jumper in the lane.
And again, it's tough there. Schengen cannot really defend with the 2 fouls. A little bit handcuffed defensively in the low post. Smart attack from Coach Collet in France.
And now a technical foul has been called on Ergin Ataman. And the referee is going to listen to only so much.
Technical foul against the coach, Team Turkey. Technical foul against the coach.
So Ataman, in that tempestuous affair against Georgia, which Turkey lost in double overtime, was injected in that game. And Turkey lost that despite leading in the first overtime.
And Jeff, Turkey had the game in a great position for themselves in the last minute against Spain as well. Technical foul turnover situation as well in that game. you know, the potential is here for this Turkey team. Obviously losing Lark is a setback, but, you know, they have a lot of other weapons.
Osman looks over at the ref, and here's Mamatolu for three, nope, and Luau Cabarro. There is almost an element of, well, if the coach is complaining, I'm going to complain. And you can see that from Osman in that play. He looks over at the ref almost as if the world is against us. Here's Ertel over to Yabusele. Poirier. Good strong rebound, Cedi Osman. Oh boy, look at him go. I have to admit, Mike, watching Cedi Osman when he came up through Turkey, I did not anticipate him becoming the talent that he has. He really has exceeded certainly my expectations. And when I watch him now, I'm thinking, wow, what a player.
Three-point shooter, can establish a post. You see him push the ball in transition, good size and length for his skill, prototypical wing body. Again, he has all the tools. You know, Yabusele in transition has to recognize who he's matching up with. You cannot be running back and reaching. As he's reaching, it gave Cedi all he needed to step and then able to draw the foul.
And the one thing that I will say about Cedi Osman, super nice guy, okay, very polite, well-spoken. So I see this Turkey team crying out for a leader. Can he fill that role?
Again, you know, people lead in different ways. Some people are more comfortable as a vocal leader. Some people are more comfortable as a, you know, leader by actions and demonstrations in their behavior. But, you know, you talked about the leadership from a coaching perspective where, you know, if you're complaining to the referees, wasting your energy on the referees all the time, then that gives the players an out to do it. It's about emotional discipline, not only from the players, but also from the coach.
Poirier catches it down low, drives, goes with the hook shot, and a foul called on Turkey. Boxing out.
I think the referees are doing a very good job controlling this game. Lots of emotions, lots of complaining from Turkey. When France complained after the foul call.
3 fouls because of the complaining on Schengen. Absolutely shooting themselves in the foot today.
And the sad thing about that play was that was actually excellent one-on-one low post defense, forcing the tough shot from Poirier.
Now the call was the way he was using his arms to box out.
Yeah, under the basket. So it was after that. And again, we've seen Gobert pick up 2 fouls for using his arms in the same manner.
And now the ball turned over. Here comes Korkmaz. Sprints ahead. He gets it up. They hustle down, and there is Osman going up, and he is fouled. Foul on Luau Cabarro.
But Jeff, you said it earlier, you know, the turnovers right now are lifelines for Turkey. France has to do a better job taking care of the basketball. And we've said it before in Cologne, passing in the paint, you've got to make passes out of the strike zone. From the inbound, Hertel tried to hit Fournier right at chest level, number level, and that's where the hands are. That's where the defender's hands are. It's got to be below the knees or above the shoulders, delivered away from the defense.
But we've seen on several occasions in this game the way this team, this Turkey team, can score quickly. If they can force turnovers, they're off to the races.
And what you hope for Turkey is better discipline. You know, you've got so much complaining, you've got the technical fouls. Stay focused on the game, stay focused on the next play.
And again, despite France leading the entire game here, just 11 points, the difference. So Turkey can focus on the matters at hand to give themselves a chance. Yabusele out of the perimeter on the baseline, high arcing shot. It just is a beautiful punch.
Every offense needs go-to scorers in the half court. He catches the ball with 4 seconds, facing tough defense, and just creates a tough shot. Great job by Yabusele.
4-4 from the floor, Yabusele. Here's Osman. And the reach and the foul on Turkey, Sabir.
And that's a dangerous situation for France. They had a soft switch, soft coverage on Osman. Here's the play from Yabusele. Look at him, see the shot clock. Create space to the baseline. Beautiful pull-up jump shot from a big man. Jeff, Turkey now 2 for 14 from 3 points. This is a big factor in their offensive struggles in the first half.
Something that Rudy Gobert has done well at this FIBA EuroBasket is shoot free throws. There's already 4-5 in the line today, but now 4-6.
I wouldn't call that the commentator jinx.
That was a commentator, just stating the facts. There is Tuncer, that looks good. It is! And once again, Turkey closed the gap to 11.
Hazer, Tuncer providing a spark in the absence of Larkin. They're giving great effort for their Turkey team.
Yabusele, again, he's going to be tough to contain. Sabir is not going to be able to handle that.
Again, in low post defense, when the ball's in the air, you've got to take away the angles to score, but it's so difficult against Yabusele because he's so wide and broad-shouldered.
Tuncer, will it be 2 in a row? Yes, it will. Look out. Here comes Turkey. They're starting to heat up.
France has got to have impact at the ball at pick and roll. 2 great shots from Tuncer.
4 threes now have been made by Turkey. Tough assignment for Tuncer guarding Fournier. He passes wide open. Yabusele. And as Sabir ran down the court, he was appealing to the referee to call a technical foul. Once again on Yabusele. Here's Osman. And another 3, the 5th 3 for Turkey. And now the 12 giant men well and truly alive, closing the gap to just 7 points.
So again, here we see Fournier directing him in the screen. Gobert is low in his drop, that's expected. But Osman and teammates know they can get those pull-up shots, and here they convert for a run.
Turkey fans on their feet. We've got timeout called by France.
L'écran qui vient comme ça, on fait comme on ne donne pas la main droite, on pousse là. Faut pas être là, il faut être là. Ils viennent, ils veulent shooter, d'accord? Donc ça veut dire côté des dos, même par là, celui-là il est safety. Et là on est ouvert. On passe sur l'écran les gars, on passe sur l'écran. Est-ce que c'est bon tout le monde? D'accord? Et là
Well, here's Cedi Osman on the break, but where they've really cut into this deficit here has been their 3-point shooting, and Cedi Osman knocking one down. And don't forget the points after turnovers stat. 18 have been scored by Turkey off of the France turnovers, 10 French turnovers.
It's kept them in the game, and now we see when the 3-point bucket goes down, they're able to trim into the lead. Again, it's been a strong finish to the first half here for Turkey. Let's see how this last minute and 9 seconds goes, if they can cut into the deficit anymore.
France need to be good here at the end of the half. It'll be a real psychological blow if they go to halftime with just up by a few points, having led by 16. Yabusele turns, has it knocked out of his hands by Osman. Another turnover. Collet telling Yabusele he has to pass the basketball. All the momentum suddenly with Turkey. Tuncer drives in, and there's the follow from Schengen. What a comeback by Turkey.
Great finish. He knew he had the shot blocker Gobert timing him, and he went with a quick release, inside hand. Great play.
Quick pass to Gobert, and that was a right play mismatch. And Gobert went up and finished.
Most of the time we see the Spain pick and roll action with a guard. Here it was big to big. Confusion defensively. And again, great pass from Hertel, setting up Gobert at the rim.
The art of the foul. If you're going to foul and stop the basket, just foul him without committing to unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, you've got to make a play on the ball, but again, that's a tough thing when you're a smaller player and you've got to foul these big guys, which are so strong, athletic, and powerful. You know, he just went right through the contact and was able to finish.
In a way, just let it, I'd be tempted just to let him have it. And Gobert makes the free throw. So France push it back to 8. Hazer is coming back in for Osmani. But remember, there is an issue regarding foul trouble for Turkey. They have accumulated 3 fouls on Schengen, 3 fouls on Shanley. And Schengen's still in the game. Hazer to Schengen. Back, and incredible. They missed the layup, or they missed his short jumper, and the shot from Fournier off target. Frustrating ending for Korkmaz and Turkey. He had a very makeable shot. Nevertheless, they have breathed some life into their campaign here tonight, or today. Turkey, they've come back, but France lead at 43-35 at halftime. That last play, Mike, from France, and then the miss from Korkmaz.
We see the numbers here, decided advantage for France. Again, within the three-point numbers, Turkey started 1 for 12, and they hit 4 of their last 5. Again, rebounding 20-14. But again, you pointed out a really key number, the points from turnovers that has kept Turkey in this game. At the end of the first half, 20 points after turnovers for Turkey compared to 8 for France. Again, if you're Turkey, you got to like where you are going into halftime despite the deficit. Hopefully you can play with a little bit more discipline, a little bit more defensive intensity, and be a little more consistent on the offensive end.
So here's a look back at some of the action, and Yabusele, we've been saying his name a lot. That's because both he and Rudy Gobert have 9 points to lead France.
France has done a very good job playing through the post today. Again, drawing fouls on the Turkey big men. So that was great. The next step is into the post, out of the post, post reaction. And let's see if they can get a little bit more offensive production from Fournier in the second half.
That spot right there, Hazer, Osman, Korkmaz, putting the pressure on at mid-court, and putting the pressure on and forcing the turnovers, a big part of what Turkey has been able to do. And again, you talk about this guy, Fournier, probably their most talented player on offense, just with 3 points.
He's been patient. He's been feeding the post. He's been playing the role the team needs from him. But you can expect more production in the second half. Again, great teamwork here. We saw the consecutive pass, corner 3, Luau Cabarro. And again, Hertel has done a great job the last several games distributing, but that's the strength of his game, coming off those pick and rolls to hit pull-up jump shots.
Mamakolu hasn't gotten anything going yet for Turkey. And again, the captain, he played 7 minutes. He's only taken 1 shot, missing a 3-pointer. Tunjir giving the team a lift with his 3-point shooting, hitting both of his attempts. So again, no Shane Larkin. Others have to step up. Tunjir and Hazer are doing their bit. And you can see where Turkey can really make inroads if those shots do start to fall. So we're at halftime, and France lead Turkey 43-35.
Nice look. Oh! Makovic's got out on the floor. No one stops the break. Highlight time here in Milan.
Rocky now curls one screen, pick and pop by Shaken, and he rips the ring down, silencing this arena.
This boy, he's no longer a boy. This young man is just awesome.
Again, forcing the play, there's no need to. Here come Ukraine, they look long. Oh, what a play!
Incredible look up to the rim. And he asked for the ball, put his hand up, he said, hey, throw it, and I'll go get it.
Robertson looking to go coast to coast. 3-point shot. Oh, my word! Magic Markkanen up off his feet.
Well, Rudy Gobert makes his decision and renders it. Oh. Wow. He's not done. Doncic comes up with the steal. And look at that pass from Doncic. Giddy up, says the Mavericks superstar.
The nutmeg, the okey-doke, put it between his legs, and then the beautiful lobs for the slam.
Well, another three. Now the pump fakes. Now they're all the way. Oh, baby! Oh, Ame! Svidovisa! Sabrisi! Unbelievable! Are you serious?
What a play! Unreal by Manu Kalashvili, who died for the slam.
Into the half court, puts it on the floor, down the lane. Oh!
Incredible beast.
Where did he take off from?
The god goes off.
Wow.
This is gonna be shown over and over again.
Here's Doncic. Oh! Are you kidding me? It's like he's in his backyard, in the driveway. He is just, no, he's not from this planet. So the first round of 16 game is underway. France leading at halftime against Turkey, but as we've seen Turkey play tonight, they trailed by 16. They cut it back to 5. Now they're down by 8 points. It's a team that can really put the points on the board in a hurry, and a little bit of extracurricular, a lot of comments if they can stop getting the technicals and just focus on the game, you think that would help them. Top scorer for France, one of the 2 players to have 9 points is Gershon Yabusele. And again, inside and outside score, good strength.
He's a really nice compliment to Gobert because he can score on the block. He's strong and physical, can rebound, attack closeouts. Again, you really like the way his game has developed at Real Madrid over the last year, added maturity. And this has been an outstanding EuroBasket for Yabusele.
And everybody knows how Cedi Osman can carry a team offensively, even though he's just 2 of 7 from the floor. He still has 9 points and is on course to equal or surpass his average. That's the best part of his game, really, is when he gets it going quickly. He likes the faster game.
And Jeff, let's see if Turkey can adjust to playing without Shane Larkin. You like the contributions from Tuncer and Hazer, but it's an adjustment because Shane Larkin got his teammates easy shots. 7 assists, 2.2 turnovers, creating opportunities and advantages with his dribble penetration and pick and roll playmaking. The game does not come as easy for Turkey right now, so we've gone through an adjustment period in the first half. Let's see if their offense can click a little bit better here in the second half as they get a chance to get accustomed to playing with different teams.
So it's the first of 4 games that we'll be calling in this incredible city of Berlin today, and always fun watching Rudy Gobert. 9 points, 2 of 3 from the floor, 5 rebounds, and of course a constant presence in terms of his rim protection.
Again, let's give credit to the complete French front line. You got good production out of Gobert, Yabusele, Poirier, Fall. You've drawn fouls on Turkey. You've established the post against Turkey, so you've got to like the way they've come out in this first half. And again, now the next step is to try to engage Fournier a little bit more. And we'll see if they can take advantage and capitalize on the foul trouble here in the second half. It's in position, but it doesn't always play out that way. But it becomes a real problem or let's say real advantage for you.
So if you're at halftime, are you happier if your coach, I wouldn't say that you're happy if you're adamant, maybe relieved that you still have a chance? Because it looked pretty grim there for a while. He still got Alperen Schengen, for example, with 6 points, 3 of 5 from the floor. But again, the indiscipline picks up the technical foul. He's now got 3 fouls.
Yeah, you want to do things that are going to help yourself win. But the message to the Turkey team is probably along the lines of, hey, we got to wake up. We got to play with better defensive intensity and see what can happen down the stretch when we get ourselves going. To me, it's about pressuring the rim. They were just relying too much on their three-point shooting early. They finally hit 4 of their last 5. You see the difference it makes. But the defensive intensity to create the turnovers, offensive defense, the 20 points in turnovers is key. So, again, you got to talk about the intensity and defensive effort. And if you're on the France side, Jeff, it's about, hey, it's a long game. We've got to be consistent. We've got to keep doing what we're doing, maximize our possessions, and then, again, do a better job taking care of us.
Yeah, the real concern, and really a surprise for me, is that France haven't turned it over as much as they have in this game. So I suppose you really have to give credit to Turkey. From the very first play of the game, Cedi Osman came up with a steal, didn't he?
And again, it's about that attention to detail. Sometimes certain teams can kind of lull you into sleep in terms of bait you into a pass, like a teammate looks open and they're playing the passing lane. What you always tell your players is deliver the ball away from the defense, not necessarily just to the offense. You've got to throw it into a place where your teammates can catch it, but also away from the defense. And I think it's a little more attention to detail with the passing and catching for France that will go a long way to taking care of the ball.
France having emerged from the group of death in Cologne, one of the top 4 teams. Slovenia, Germany, France, and Lithuania finished in that order. And a very good Bosnia and Herzegovina team missed out, as did Hungary. And Turkey, with the ups and downs in Tbilisi, losing to Georgia, double overtime, falling to Spain at the end, but it's evident to everybody here that this is a team that if they can put it all together, they can go far in this tournament.
Without a doubt, and this is the beauty of these knockout stage competitions. Teams come from different venues, different first-round locations, and now they've got to match up and deliver with a lot on the line.
So scan in the barcode to get the FIBA EuroBasket app. Another great resource. Application on your smartphone at your fingertips to get everything that you need to follow this great competition. The FIBA EuroBasket. Don't think there's any continental competition as competitive as this one.
The competition, the depth of competition, so many quality teams, great players, great coaches. And we see starting the second half.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Second half action is underway here. France taking on Turkey. France with an 8-point lead, attacking the basket to the right on your screen. And Fournier passes up the 3, gets it to Yabusele. Fournier steps back, high arcing shot. And a long rebound, Tarpe. And dangerous pass that Osmani almost reached in and took away. Albasi stops and pops. Boy, that hurts Turkey.
Really good patience there. A couple risky passes. They've got to do a little bit better job. But interesting lineup to start the second half with Osmani at the 5 for Osmani at the 4 for Turkey.
And Stanley not in the game with those 3 fouls. Here goes Korkmaz into the corner to Osmani. Look at Osmani, you can see it's his defense that's causing problems. Gets on the ground, forces the turnover.
Great defensive effort before the catch. Poking the ball loose and hustle play, stay with it. Turkey needs more of that. That's a great start for the second half for Osmani.
Tuncer, will it be his third 3? Yes, it will! Talk about unsung heroes. Bougraham Tuncer filling the void left by Shane Larkin.
Spain
9 points.
Spain pick and roll action. France was more concerned with Korkmaz popping, and that was just enough space for Tuncer.
Tarpe runs the baseline. Albasi with the shot clock winding down. This time doesn't knock it down. Turkey hits another 3. They will close the gap even further. Just 4. And the ball goes off the hands of Osmani. And into transition goes Tarpe. Gets swatted by Korkmaz. Gets a taste of his own medicine. That's what Tarpe's been doing to everybody else.
Great defense from Korkmaz right there. Known as an offensive player, showing he can make a hustle play. Great job.
Tarpe, knowing Korkmaz is there, thinks he can score with the left hand, and Korkmaz is just such an incredible athlete. He's just skies high. He says, not in this house, my friend. Fournier, meanwhile, drives in. Oh, look at that. What a tough finish from Fournier.
And players out there can see he got right to the rim to finish. There was no extra space. That's great talent.
Look at this. And this time Tarpe is not going to be denied. He goes in for the dunk. Osman went for the block. And what does Tarpe do when he gets his shot blocked? He comes right back and makes a defensive play.
You love to see it. Goes back even stronger and dunks it.
Singing, drives in. Oh, what a finish that was. And are they saying foul before the shot? No continuation. Look at the great anticipation by Tarpe. He throws it back, doesn't he? Look at this. Well, that was a highlight reel.
That's fantastic. Great defense leads to the offense. Tarpe really making an impact in Cologne and now in Berlin.
Shingen going to work on Gobert. Look at him get some space for himself against Gobert. It's not like he's going up against anybody.
That is so much skill to have the body control, create space, spin, and score. Great play.
A great job Houston Rockets are doing with his development. Now the turnover up ahead to Tuncer. He goes in, the layup is good, and this is where Turkey once again can get back in this game. Turnovers and points off turnovers. Entry pass to Gobert, and misses badly. Shingen again with the 3 fouls, able to go up and play good D.
And Rudy's just got to finish that play.
Nobody said it was going to be easy for France, and so it is proving to be. Turkey are starting to wake up here. Basketball will stay at this end.
6 seconds remaining.
It's always important to start the second half in a positive frame of mind, and Turkey have.
Yes, they have. They've brought more defensive intensity, made some plays here, trying to fight their way back into the game.
And Osman charges. Good job once again. Another defensive play made by Tarpe.
Just defensive effort, takes the contact square. Perfect charge play defensively by Tarpe.
Tuncer is going to go out. Great, outstanding performance by Tuncer. And Hazer comes back into the game. Tarpe was almost anonymous in the first half. Didn't make much noise, but he is making plays now for France. There's the alley-oop, though. Goes off the hands of Gobert. Might need to sit down. And now Osmani goes in, right it, and scores over Gobert. And it's once again a 5-point game.
I think we'll see Hertel back into the game shortly.
France struggling for rhythm. And now the foul called on Albisi.
Team France, number 21.
And it's about high percentage decision making, high percentage passes. That helps your execution when you're turning it over. Fournier pressuring the ball reversal. And look at this play, Osmani, right to the shot blocker, Gobert. That's a really great finish.
Wow, boy, it is a terrific finish. And considering all of the problems that Turkey have had in this game, they were trailing by just 5 points. Shingen, boy, that was a long three! And he missed it. Just shows how confident he is to take it. Now up to Yabusele. Drifts in. And Shingen with the rebound. France in a funk. Korkmaz is for 3. France living dangerously.
It's a great look if you're Turkey. One of your best shooters, transition, good teamwork, ball movement.
No points scored for France in the last 2 minutes, 28 seconds or so. Oh, and the charge called on Gobert. Boris Dio nervous for the French legend. Nervous moments.
Great job here. Alfred Shingen gets position, takes the charge. You don't want your post players putting the ball on the floor multiple times in traffic. Again, that's a charge everywhere.
Gobert with 3 fouls. Comes out of the game, goes out of the game rather than foul comes in. Shingen. And a pass to Tarpe. What a catch that was. Gets it back to Yabusele.
Good patience there from France.
Bounce pass foul. Fournier goes hunting. Doesn't come back with the kill. Now over to Hazer. And Tarpe cuts off his progress.
See France switching all the pick and rolls with Cedi Osman.
And a shirt pull on the jersey. So foul on Hotel.
Fourth team foul, France.
Feels like right now this game is going to be won by Turkey, doesn't it?
Well, the style and pace has shifted to Turkey. Turkey's playing better defensively. And again, they've created some opportunities for themselves on the offensive end, leading this quarter 9-6. Much more deliberate pace than we saw in the first half.
Almost a walk there by Osmani. Schengen, press the final. Right idea, but maybe still a complicated play.
Yeah, just a little bit too low percentage in the paint. He's been playing so well, try to get that bucket and score.
Never show the foul. The Kobo from the corner.
Good offense, high-low pick and roll action, ball reversal into the post, out of the post.
Schengen gets into the paint. Oh, look at foul. Just a tower of power. And then Hazer comes in and commits the foul. That's great defense from Mustafa.
Outstanding. Schengen tried to use his footwork and went into a nice Euro step action to try to change the angle. Foul, just held his ground and was so big. Beautiful rim protection defense from Foul.
So Schengen goes out of the game, still only has 3 fouls, so that's the good news. And has also helped Turkey pull it back to within 5, but they've been stuck with this deficit here for the last few minutes. Yabusele goes up and misses. Foul keeps it alive. Yabusele can't get it. And the offensive struggles for France in this third quarter continue.
But you like what Coach Collet's doing. Again, he had 1-5 pick and roll with Foul diving in a roll and replace situation to play before. They got the open corner 3 that rimmed out now. He had a 1-4 pick and roll at the top, short roll. Yabusele had the opportunity, diving to the rim, unfortunately able to finish for France. But he's going through his options, trying to create easy buckets for his team.
Jump shot, and it's another shot for Tuncer. Starting to look like the X Factor, the hero, you name it. He has come to play, and they have cut the deficit. And boy, what a dangerous pass that was. And Hazer almost comes up with a steal. Mbai from the right corner, not there. And the little jump hook, boy, that would have brought the house down with all these Turkish fans here. And now the drive and another miss for France. Their points have dried up. Tuncer, and it goes to Osman, and we've got a tie game! What a comeback for Turkey. And Tuncer has been right in the middle of everything. Osman finishing. Again, what are the numbers, I wonder, for Tuncer? They are growing. Scoring, assists, 14 points. Incredibly, just his first assist, but he has been scoring. He's leading it with 14.
C'est pour rentrer la balle intérieure, sinon on va sur le côté, on travaille. Et après, il faut être agressif et dur. Ok? C'est bon tout le monde? On fait une fois. Va de côté. Et donc, Ahmad, écarte-toi bien. C'est Ahmad qui vient tout de suite, on fait l'échange là. Quand Thomas va récupérer la balle ici. Là, on a un joueur là. Élite.
Mike, now if you're a France fan, you're worried.
Well, again, it's a long game. It's a game of runs. We saw Turkey struggle shooting three-point shots to start the game. Here in the third quarter, France is 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. And if you look at the shots they've gotten, you like every one. It's been good offense. They just simply haven't hit a shot. They've got to continue to work together to create good shots, teamwork for good shots, take care of the basketball. But again, now you have to do a better job on the defensive side, transition defense in half court to get your stops against Turkey.
Well, they always say next man up. That next man up today has been Tuncer. And now another turnover, and France just imploding on offense. Tuncer again, it looks good, it is! A star is born in Berlin, and his name is Bogrant Tuncer. Number 19 has got 17 points. This is not just the team of Schengen, of Osman, and Korkmaz. France are going to be reeling a little bit here. Okobo, and not getting what they want. Hazer quickly to the other end, another layup, and Turkey grabbing this game by the scruff of the neck.
Hazer and Tuncer, you can't say enough about the way they've stepped up when their team has needed them.
Mbaye down to foul, and Hazer with the foul. Well, it has been this way all game long. They've either been forcing turnovers and fast breaking, or they, in this case, they get the rebound and quickly get out on the break. Those fast break points, 15 have been scored by Turkey. And they continue to score points off turnovers, 30 points off the French turnovers. Spinning, Luau Cabarro misses. It has been a nightmare for France in the third quarter, being outscored 19-6. Final shot. Nope, Tuncer's going to take it early, and he's going to make it. He's got 20. He's unstoppable right now. Fournier pulls up, and he misses. What a turnaround how we have here in this round of 16 game. Turkey fighting in discipline, fighting against themselves. Really have gotten an amazing performance from number 19.
And Jeff, you saw no complaining to the referees, no wasted energy. They were focused on the game, and it brought the best out of the team.
57-49, Turkey on top of France at the end of 3. Mike, we don't see the three-pointers there, but it's a big factor in this game. 9 of 24 for Turkey.
France 0 for 6 in the third quarter from 3.
And this guy right here, Tuncer, is 6 of 6 from three-point range. 6 of 6.
So again, you can see the big man Gobert dropping with the diver, creating the space. Those shots are there, and Tuncer is making them pay.
And how do we turn this around if we're France?
So France has been trying to play through the post for the majority of the game. I think at this point you've got to look to get scoring opportunities for Evan Fournier and Thomas Hartel. They tried to go through Yabusele in the first half. It was very successful. The third quarter, not so much. Now let's try to get your main scoring weapon, Fournier, involved in helping the team. But now you're at a point, Jeff, where you've got to do the job defensively, and you've got to respect Tuncer and the point guard situation in these pick and rolls where they're getting their open shots. You've got to make that adjustment on the ball at the point of attack.
Scan to the barcode for courtside 1891 for video stream, schedule, scores, and more. And you will definitely want to have that to go back and look at this game again, because this has been something special for Turkey, their comeback.
Turkey turned the game in the third quarter, 22-6. Let's see if France can respond with a run here to start the fourth.
Do not write off Le Bleu. They've been in difficult situations, especially in this FIBA EuroBasket. But this is a major challenge with Tuncer driving in, and the ball knocked away, and missed opportunity for Turkey. Raul Cabarro drives in and strong finish. Probably the best play he's had in this EuroBasket, Raul Cabarro.
Yeah, he rimmed out a couple other finishes earlier, but that's a great strong finish in transition. Exactly what you want from France to start the fourth quarter.
And here he is reaching in and committing the foul. Osman's style of play of Turkey seems to really cause nightmare scenarios for opponents. I mean, I remember against Serbia, they could not fend off the comeback. I mean, it took at the very last seconds they were able to win that game.
Turkey turned on their defensive intensity here to start the third quarter, and it's again been an adjustment for France.
There gets in and just France a little bit better defensively, helped by Turkey missing some shots. Fournier now from the right corner, stepped out of bounds.
And that's tough. Hertel did a great job drawing the defender to him, creating a separation. Fournier used to running to the deep corner to hold spacing and spot up for the three. He just stepped on the sideline.
Well, ordinarily, you'd say France would have a much more experienced team than Turkey, but these Turkey players have played a lot of European qualifiers. Here is the three-pointer from Shanley, and he misses. France hustling down the court quickly. Raul Cabarro. Now Hertel to Gobert, and boy, what a perfect play. And Ahmad Mbaye dunks it. He'll be playing for Ataman this coming season at Anadolu Efes.
Again, Gobert in the short roll, makes a great mid-roll decision, hits his teammate in the dunker spot, and a strong finish, a product of good spacing and good passing in the pick-and-roll game.
Tunjer for three. Oh boy, that's his first miss. You can't blame him for taking it. He would have been sky high. So now he is 6 of 7. Three-pointer from Mbaye in the right corner. And France have come back. And Luka Doncic is in the house. Look at that. Slovenia playing next. And again, Mbaye, who just had a dunk, and a guy that Ataman will be hoping gets this next season, is got to figure out, well, maybe if he could just hold off a little bit. Great response by France.
Yeah, and those were the same shots they were getting in the third quarter. This one goes down, and you can see the impact on the game.
Set oynuyoruz, flash oynuyoruz. Normal, flash Furkan oynuyoruz. Setleri yapar. Burada handoff'lara dikkat. Saati aç, pikten sonra senin adamın içeride kalıyor. Burada şutu bulamazsa hemen pop et. Ve boşsan gel uçta bak. Tamam mı? Hadi. Hadi beyler. Hadi. Aynı savunma. Sertlik. Hadi.
Here's Doncic again. He and Slovenia hoping to defend their title, trying to. And as we look at him, we also look at the points from the paint and the points from turnovers.
Here's the short roll action. Great delivery and another great delivery. Again, it's tough on that low man defender. That time you see him pulled in too deep from the corner. Hertel read the defense perfectly. Wide open corner three for Mbaye.
The veteran players, the great players, they answer when their number is called, and that's what Ahmad Mbaye is doing right now, making big plays for this France team. You can see he's already scoring more than his average in this tournament. Here's Korkmaz out there with Osmani. It looks good. It is good. Huge shot coming out of the timeout for Turkey.
Really nice play from Coach Ataman there. Little crackback screen for Korkmaz, and he made a great penetration and pass.
Hertel over to Fournier, sets his feet, and he gets it right back.
Hertel again distributing the ball, finding his teammates. Single side bump on the backside there, and a great shot. They've got to get more shots for Fournier here in the fourth quarter.
Tunjer whips the pass, gets it back. Shanley, another three. They missed so many in the first half. Boy, have they come to life. Quick pass to Gobert. Turkey lost him.
Again, the Spain pick and roll action created confusion. Hertel with great patience and a great delivery. Easy dunk for Gobert.
2 3-pointers already in this quarter for Turkey. Here's Korkmaz, and then Hertel reaches in and commits to foul. They've got 8 3-pointers, Turkey, in the second half.
France number 4, Thomas Hertel, third person, takes foul, second team foul. 2 shots.
Here, Shanley stretching the floor. Tough coverage there for Gobert.
Korkmaz, who hasn't really scored much today, just 5 points. Just the first to drop. And Turkey, I have to wonder if France have been caught off guard a little bit by Tuncer today and his ability to make shots.
Well, he's punished the pick and roll coverage at the right time. He's hit shots in transition. He's really made big plays, you know, and that they needed someone to step up with Larkin out.
Hertel drives in, and now Hertel's starting to play like he was in Cologne, where he was utterly sensational. He's got 8 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Just let the game come to him. Once again, it's a 1-point game. And now Luau Cabarro takes it away from Osman.
Fournier's open.
Fournier in the corner. Takes what's on offer, drives in, passes it back outside. And boy, that's just a tough pass by Hertel, just a little bit off.
Right idea. You can see the players communicate to each other. He had him. They're really looking for him. Really good idea. Just need better execution.
Korkmaz brings it back. A size mismatch with Fournier. Is Osmani going to try to go at him? And he does, and then he is fouled. It appears by Gobert.
France number 27, Rudy Gobert, fourth person.
Osmani also kind of emerging here for this Turkish team. And everybody for Turkey just kind of elevating their level of play right now.
Coach Ataman starting Tuncer to start the game as a point, and then in the front court with the foul trouble starting Osmani in the second half, showing confidence in these players, and they're really responding today.
And you saw that was Rudy Gobert's 4th foul. So the plot thickens. Remember, France beat the USA at the Olympics last year, got to the gold medal game, played well, come into this tournament, one of the favorites to get to the podium. Obviously without a couple of very important players, De Colo and Batum. Nevertheless, a country loaded with talent, but they are on the ropes right now against a very impressive Turkey team that has come from 16 points down in the first half to lead. France playing better in this fourth quarter. Now, the corner shot, and Luau Cabarro really showing what he's made of now in this fourth quarter.
Again, France using the short roll action with Gobert, and that's a great play for a big man to be able to make that mid-roll decision and pass it out for the 3. Big shot, tie game.
A very impressive comeback from France. Shanley, however, and Turkey continue to make shots.
They've heated up from 3, found the rhythm in the game. Shanley with another big 3.
That's his second. And by. Now 4:41 remaining. Ooh. And great reach in from Fournier to knock it away. That was going to be a catch and dunk for Shanley. 10 seconds on the shot clock as Ataman calls the play. And Terry Tarpe watching nervously from the bench. Here's Tuncer. and just grazes the net that time. So he's missed his last 2 from three-point range. Well, you're not going to make all of them, are you?
No, and he's made some big ones.
They tell these Turkish fans know him as well too, because he played in Turkey. Luwawu Cabarrot off to Gobert. He's got the 4 fouls. Spins, can't get the drop, gets it back. Great work from Mbai. Kept it alive and tapped it to his teammate.
Switch pick and roll coverage now with Korkmaz. Gobert, good job staying down.
And now the turnover. Here comes Mbai. Hands it off to Luwawu Cabarrot. And great defense from Osman. What a play on defense from Cedi Osman.
Here's the steal. Great job on the steal for Mbai. Hits his teammate Luwawu Cabarrot. And again, that's just fantastic defensive play there. Osman straight up, comes down on the ball. I mean, that's a big play in winning time.
Korkmaz. Quiet, relatively quiet offensively. Osman. Luwawu Cabarrot with the tough assignment on Osman. He's already drawn 1 charge from him. He puts it up. Osman, he misses. So great D. Forcing Osman to put up a 3. Fournier, and his pass goes over Mbai, over his head, and Collet saying dump it down low to Big Rudy.
Again, the right idea, but we've seen a couple of occasions poor passing from France, costing them possessions in the 4th quarter.
Dinle. Artel'in adamı. Burada kim Artel'in adamıysa o guard oynuyor. One side. Half oynayacak. Buradan dikkat, buradan kat. Pası verdik. Buradan Arjap dikkat geldi. Switch bile olsa topu buraya geçiriyoruz. Topu buraya geçiriyoruz tekrar. Dikkatli paslar.
Well, I guess it's only fitting that France have turned it over again. That has been the thorn in their side today, but usually it's been forced, but that was kind of unforced. A couple of unforced turnovers here at the end. Luka Doncic is even surprised.
Yeah, 19 turnovers, again, have led to 32 points after turnovers for Turkey. I mean, that is a difference-making statistic right there.
That's difficult to overcome.
1-point game.
Here gets in. Look at that. He gets swatted by Rudy Gobert. Hurtel pulls up on the break. Good. Unbelievable. It starts on the defensive end with the rim protection from Rudy, and it finishes with Hurtel, who really is having another great game.
You know, Jeff, France has been there in these winning time moments, and we see players step up.
There forgot the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA was there when he got that block, but now he steps back, and what a big game player he is.
That's just great heart from Hazer, creating a good shot.
He was going to be replaced, and now they've told Tunja to go back. That's off from Hurtel. 1:45 remaining in Turkey. Once again, in the lead, and one of their less celebrated but very impactful players today, Seamus Hazer, is getting it done. Look at that. What a moment to hit a three like that. He's got 8 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Hazer. That was before Ertel hitting the three-pointer. And now Hazer does go out and pressure comes back in. That was where Hazer just bit off a little bit more than he could chew.
Yeah, but you got to love the attitude from both Sunshare and Hazer. They knew they had more responsibility today, and they've really done their best to try to step up. They've really helped the team. For Turkey, you got to be really happy about that.
Feels like we've died and gone to heaven, basketball heaven, watching so many great games at this FIBA EuroBasket. This is the latest. And certainly France have had some nail biters. Tunja for 3! Oh, it went in and came out.
That's a tough one. It's deep range over a 7-foot shot blocker right off the bench.
Can France get a basket here? Or are they going to turn it over again? Rudy has 4 fouls. And he's fouled by Osmani. And Shanley alertly goes over to his teammate to say, hey, listen, we're leading. No need to get a technical.
I like the idea from Turkey, though, doubling Gobert when he put it on the floor. Really good idea, just fouled on that possession.
Timeout on the floor. Let's go down to the bench.
Thomas, on fait 3, d'accord? Rudy, Amat, Tim, Evan ici. Petit écran, tu vas chercher la balle, tu t'écartes, Tim. Evan, tu fais vraiment l'écran pour Amat, Rudy aussi, bon démarquage, on donne la balle, on la redonne à Thomas main à main, d'accord? Et tu vas t'écarter large. Et là, Evan qui est là va remonter avec l'écran de Rudy. Pas de faute, Tim là-bas, forcez pas. Tu plonges après, Tim très haut. D'accord? Et là, on va avoir quelque chose. Allez. Et après, pas de faute.
So there's 3 fouls to give, Mike, for Turkey. It's a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing if they don't use up those fouls at the end when they need to foul, put France on the line.
Yeah.
If France do come back and take the lead.
Sometimes you're in that position where you want to foul right away and get into that free throw game without wasting time. We'll see. I mean, if you have the advantage and you're leading, it could be a great thing for you because then you can have a chance to disrupt an offense. But here we see the end line inbound play from France.
1:15 remaining, 14 on the shot clock. Ertel, is he going to get it in bounds? He does. It was close. Now Fournier. With Cabarrot. Shot clock about to expire, and Fournier. Oh, what incredible concentration after the contact.
Well, you like them putting the ball in his hands at the top of the key in the pick and roll. He was patient. The ball came back to him. He recognized he needed to create a shot, and what a beautiful finish at an important point of the game.
And now Turkey, they've had an answer pretty much for every blow landed by France. It's going to be Korkmaz from the corner, and he goes down. He's fouled. He's going to get 3 free throws. Fournier arguing with the referee. I don't know if he's saying, what's this? Oh, he's saying that he fouled him before the shot. Fournier could have a point. What's this? So here he is. He reaches in. Close call. Goes Turkey's way.
Again, this is the execution of a smart foul. You're trying to give a foul. It's really difficult. This time it's judged to be in the three-point shooting motion.
But my question is, would you not rather ride your luck a little bit? I mean, Korkmaz hasn't been shooting threes today.
I think it's got to be a clear foul before the lift, before he goes up. Even though he took the dribble and created a separation, they called it as a foul. And again, one of the worst things you can do defensively is foul a three-point shooter.
Oh, yeah. Cardinal sin is fouling the jump shooter. So fouling the three-point shooter is
next level.
That's a Blue Jay sin. All right. Some type of bird. And Korkmaz makes all 3. And that Turkish fan, happy as Larry. Turkey back in front. Boos rained down on Fournier in France. Fournier fouled. Well, remember, Turkey have fouls to give, and that's a good time to use one.
When you watch Turkey guard Fournier in the pick and roll, they're in a shadow coverage. They're staying with Fournier. Again, they really feel the threat of Fournier's pull-up scoring, so they're staying with him until he gives up the ball. Fournier being patient and selective at this important possession.
Players on the France bench can hardly stand to watch. Here's Fournier again. And another foul. This one, Korkmaz, I believe.
France, one timeout remaining. Tole will use it.
Fournier is very tough in this situation offensively because he's so strong in the basketball. But again, France have turned it over a lot today. Tole, again, wants to talk about it, so we'll go down to the bench.
Ils ont encore une faute à donner. Donc ils vont probablement la donner direct. On refera deux après sur l'arbitre dans le jeu. Attention, très important de faire mieux les écrans que d'habitude. Ahmad, tu attends. Tu attends vraiment Kévan. Toi, tu pars de là. Tu fais juste ça, d'accord? Tu pars au-dessus de Ahmad, tu vas chercher Ahmad et tu repars là. Là, l'écran, il faut vraiment que cet écran-là soit fort. Si tout est coupé, on a la relation avec eux. Allez, hop, les gros. Allez.
Mike, this is where, you know, the game is going to end, and it's going to be one or two plays that decide it. And when you then pull yourself away from the game and you look back, and if you're France, you're going to be like, if we had only turned it over one or two times less, or Turkey, if they don't hold on and win and they fall, they'll be like, if only we hadn't complained about that foul and gotten the technical. I mean, it's those little things over the course of the game that add up.
Every game has its own story, and that's why we love basketball. Look for Fournier coming out the backside of the screen here. There he is.
Stepped out of bounds for the second time in this game. Incredible that turnover would happen in that spot. And now France are really up against it. Well, we know that Turkey have had issues making free throws to put games away. So do not think this is over by any stretch of the imagination. France will try to get a turnover. And they do indeed. They fouled Korkmaz, who we just saw make 3 consecutive free throws.
Again, for Fournier, such an accomplished player to have 2 times where he steps on the sideline, unexpected. And if you're France, you just got to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, we have to do a better job of executing when we have the opportunity.
Yeah, that was coming out of a timeout. And again, with Turkey, after all they've been through at this FIBA EuroBasket and all the criticism they've leveled at others and all the criticism that's been leveled at them, here they are, one step away from the quarterfinals.
And again, look at how they've used their energy here in the second half. All focused on the game. They've played very well. No distractions.
Martel takes what they give him. So again, France with a chance. And Gobert went for the steal, and they've called an unsportsmanlike on the Wawu Cabarro. Unbelievable. He did not go for the ball. They will potentially go and look at it if they want, if they're not sure, if they want to have a second look. It looked like Gobert was about to commit his 5th foul, pushing off.
See, this is difficult because Osman is trying to avoid the foul and throwing the ball ahead to create the advantage for himself.
So now Luka Doncic is saying they called it unsportsmanlike, and they will go look at this because they're huddled up right now, and they just want to make sure.
And this is a really good job by the officials. Again, double-checking the situation. These are hard plays because you know the one team wants to foul.
Show me master camera normal speed. Okay? Foul, okay. Back. Stop in the moment of the contact. Stop. And now show me another angle. Wait. This is good. Back. Go back and normal speed. Go back. Normal speed again. Yeah.
For me, it's clear the necessary contact to stop transition. This should be C3.
This is not a basketball
play. So the moment of the contact is 12.3. Okay. 12.3. One more. Now, 12.2. So we go 12.2. And sportsmanlike foul. 2 free throw for number
6 white. 2 free throws.
So confirm the situation.
Then front court, I confirm. Sportsmanlike foul.
No.
France not making the plays they need to make late. You saw that they evaluated it, and it was not a basketball play. It was clearly what both the referees were saying.
You know, it's hard because as Lalo Cabarro tried to reach in, we know he's trying to foul, playing the fouling game. It's what you would call a smart foul. You still need to make the play on the ball. And it's difficult because Osman is trying to avoid the foul and throw the ball ahead. And he just kind of reached in. It's a really, really tough call for France.
Yeah, Osman's smart, knows what's coming. And now you can't help but go back and remember what happened in China when Osman was at the line against the USA and he missed those free throws. And he misses this one as well, so it just leaves the door open. It's like standing over that putt at Augusta, isn't it?
And rimming it out.
And Osman indeed does not put this thing away, and France with a little bit of hope, and I think they know who to foul if they can.
First you got to play for the steal.
Osman being tormented by the free throw line in these international competitions. It's just beggar's belief, but that's what happens sometimes. Here's Osman, who's going to inbound the basketball to Tunjer. And they're going to make him inbound it again because they didn't start the clock or they've called a timeout.
So again, that gives France an early look at the set play that they tried to run, a little zipper action on this side.
And maybe they'll try something else.
Well, let's see what they decide to do. You can see France has pre-switched here with Fournier and Gobert after seeing the play.
Osman, and Lalo Cabarro, and they force a turnover, and I think it probably didn't help them. And now, the block with 6.9 seconds, and Turkey with an opportunity to put this game effectively out of reach, miss 2 unsportsmanlike free throws, and then turn the basketball over.
Jeff, it's amazing. It was like the old NBA delay of game. But now here's France with a sideline inbound, 6.9 seconds. No timeouts left, so let's see how they can organize their possession. Obviously, Fournier under the rim. They're trying to set some screens for him. It's a 2-point game. Turkey, no more fouls to give.
First round of 16 game comes down to this. Fournier with a little runner, short, but there's Gobert at the putback. Can you believe it? Big bad Rudy Gobert goes up for the putback dunk. And Turkey still have an opportunity to win this game at the end, but their inability to make free throws, and particularly Cedi Osman at the end of the game, has come back to haunt them yet again. And Rudy Gobert, and boy, Turkey are lucky they did not also blow the whistle on that play. Watch Osmani go up and go for the block. And that's what Rudy Gobert was saying.
Rudy Gobert playing above the rim.
Sertaç burada, Furkan burada. İyi dinleyin. Ercan, Cedi'ye pike geliyor buraya. Tamam, Cedi burada fly ediyor. Tamam mı? Furkan, Cedi'ye buradan pike geliyor. Buradan Ercan. Buradan Ercan gidiyor. Buradan Furkan. Buradan köl ediyor. Buradan Furkan'a veriyoruz. Evet ediyor. Tamam mı?
So France, seemingly dead, have seen their hopes resurrected here at the end. but it's Turkey that has a chance to win it. Otherwise, we've got free basketball. And it's going to be interesting on the inbounds pass instead of Terry Tarpe. Will he guard the inbounds thrower, or will he double team?
He may try to play some angles, but again, there's plenty of time to throw it back to the inbounder, so you can't really gamble in a situation. Flare screen.
Tunzer gets it to Shanley. He hands it back to Tunzer. He puts it up for three and misses, and then we do indeed have overtime. And Cedi Osman, what must be going through his mind, the mental battles that he is facing after those missed free throws. As a team, they've hit 14 of 18 today, but Cedi Osman, having hit his first 4, misses 2 crucial ones late, and then Turkey turned it over. And Gobert with the putback dunk, and we've got overtime.
What a fantastic start to the knockout stage games. We see the shooting again, 78% for Turkey, 14 for 18, but missed the key too. Again, France, the key numbers not showing up there are the turnovers. France with 20 turnovers and the points from turnovers that have resulted for Turkey with 34. But hey, all those numbers are out the window right now. It's how you execute in these crunch time possessions, these winning time possessions. What a fantastic start to a great day of EuroBasket basketball here in Berlin.
This is why you love national team basketball and why you love basketball. Why you play all 40 minutes and then some.
Yeah, and you know, again, a note came through here to us. Tuncer had 19 points in the group phase in total, and here he is today stepping up with 20 when Turkey needs it the most. Amazing, amazing performance for his country.
Still time for Cedi Osman and Turkey to get this done. Fournier going to try to inbound the basketball, and this is no time for France to turn it over. Mbaye, Gobert, Luwawu-Cabarrot, Ertel, and Fournier for France. It's Korkmaz, Cedi Osman, Shanley, Tuncer, and Osmani for Turkey. Bounce pass to Gobert. Dangerous. And almost a turnover. Luwawu-Cabarrot gets it. He passes it around. Open. Mbaye for 3. And Gobert kept it alive. He puts it back up and in. Wow. Something telling me he might be getting the MVP award today if they win this game.
Really good teamwork from France on the first possession, but the extra effort of Gobert on the glass makes the difference.
And boy, don't forget he's got 4 fouls. He is walking a tightrope, Rudy Gobert. Tuncer, the sensation today, gets it to Korkmaz. And he's fouled. Oh no, he travels. Guarded by Mbaye.
Really good recovery there from Mbaye. He was helping out Gobert in the disadvantaged situation. Tuncer with a nice pass. Korkmaz travels.
Nail-biting time. Ice running through your veins time. Who is going to win this game? Ertel with a little teardrop. And again, Rudy Gobert skies for the putback. That's 3 putbacks in a row.
So what we're seeing is a high pick and roll action, 1-5 short. And that time, Gobert, for the first 2 possessions, has done a great job following up, cleaning up the misses on the glass.
And so many times, I think people have asked about Rudy Gobert playing for France. When are they going to see him elevate? And we're seeing it here. That was Korkmaz, incredibly trying to draw the foul. Gobert banks in a 3-pointer. You know what that means? It's Saturday.
It's amazing, amazing shot. And the bank is open in Berlin, even on Saturday.
That's correct. Well, now with online banking, it's a lot easier. But here is Mbaye. He drives, tough finish for Ahmad Mbaye. I'm glad we signed that guy. He's going to be good.
Strength, body control, touch, beautiful play at an important time.
And another 3-pointer. Korkmaz coming to life.
Shooters say all it takes is one, and now he's hot.
Hurtel for three. Rudy Gobert again. This time he can't control it. Just when you think one team is looking like a winner, the other team comes back. Here's Korkmaz again, left hand. Woo. France, fortunate. Now Fournier's turn. He hits the three-pointer.
Again, you love Korkmaz being aggressive, especially after hitting some shots. He just rimmed it out. But there's Fournier impacting the game, being a leader, taking that responsibility.
Korkmaz for three, and Gobert with the rebound.
Moving without the ball well, creating a good shot off screens. That's his game, just rimmed out. Spain pick and roll action with Fournier setting the back screen.
Into Gobert, he goes up, and just enough defense from Osmani prevented the dunk. But France fortunate again to pick up the ball. Now Hurtel, and again to Gobert, and he was fouled from behind by Tunjer. This game has had it all, folks. Both teams have had their struggles. Both teams have made big plays and a clear push from Tunjer. And they're going to look at this to see if it was a sport. And I fear for Turkey on this one. I think they're going to blow. They're going to call the unsportsmanlike. Listen up.
Yeah, we gave three. And it's touch, and jumping from inside. So it's 2 points.
So this is the 2 points?
This is 3 points for a number, it's 2 points for number 22. So we have to put 1 point less in the score, okay? So now go and show this, and after we will review the other one. The 3 points on number 22 there was stepping on the line when he made the fake.
So it's not an unsportsmanlike that they were reviewing in the end. It was actually the three-pointer that was made by Korkmaz, and they have ruled it a 2, so it goes from bad to worse for Adamant and Turkey.
Show me normal speed. Okay. Yeah, we go back. Go back.
No, this camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not playing for the
It's
ball.
it's not any of them.
It's not a normal basketball play.
This is not normal. It's not a basketball
It's
play.
not a basketball
It's not any attempt to play legitimate the ball or the player, so it's pushing an opponent from behind in the back. So it will be as formula upgrade.
Wait.
The second time is okay. Time now 134.
27.
Yeah.
19 is committing the foul with the 2
134.
shots.
Yeah.
In front court,
27.
14 seconds.
Yeah.
I confirm.
Go. Upgrade it.
Well, that could not have gone any worse for Turkey, that stoppage. They would take a point away on the missed three, and now they've called the unsportsmanlike on Tunjer. It's a blatant push. The video replay system does not lie, does it?
It comes down to defensive discipline. It's really unfortunate because Tunjer has had such a fantastic game this afternoon.
And Gobert goes and makes the all-important free throws. And, you know, Turkey still might come back and win this game, but, and I don't want to pile it on Jetty, but you just can't get away from it. He missed a couple of free throws late, and then Turkey turned the ball over to invite France back into this game, and now Gobert has missed a free throw, which could be costly.
Jetty Osman is such an outstanding player. You know, he will get through those free throw misses, the mentality part of it at some point, but it's hard to replicate. You have to go through those life experiences, and he just needs to see one go down, and I think he won't ever struggle again after he makes one.
Mike, Rudy Gobert, have yourself a game, my man. 20 points, 16 rebounds.
And a lot of it's extra effort on the offensive boards. He's done a great job. Here's the Spain pick and roll action again.
Amat in by, gets on the baseline, spins, turns, and gets the shot off. So they minimize the damage. They only give up 1 point, but then again, they did have the 1 point removed when the three-pointer was called a 2 on review. Here's Tunjer. Tunjer drives in. Wow. That is a brave man going up against Gobert.
Great job creating a shot for himself. Extension to finish. But good defensive discipline from Gobert, not reaching.
Well, he doesn't want to foul. He's got 4. And Hurtel, meanwhile, and great defense from Korkmaz. Also Shanley coming in from behind. And Turkey. And the foul on Luwawu Cabarrot. So free throws for a man that does make free throws, Korkmaz.
And if you're here, you see the isolation. Great extension to finish against Gobert. But on that last play, if you're Shanley, you're saying, please use the screen. Come into the screen, because he was getting those pick and pop opportunities for 3 earlier in the second half.
Turkey have already played a double overtime game. Who knows, we might have another one today. They lost it to Georgia. Meanwhile, Luwawu Cabarrot is fouled out, and Terry Tarpey comes back in, and the forgotten man, Alperen Sengun, on the bench and watching.
You got to love how Korkmaz has really tried to impact these overtime possessions. He's been really aggressive to score, and he's been very productive.
He has stood up to be counted in this overtime, and late in the game as well, in regulation. Huge possession. Can Turkey get the stop and go to the other end and take the lead, or can France put a nail in their coffin? Tarpey, they want to get it to possibly Fournier. Well, shot clock winding down. They get it to Ahmad Mbaye from the corner. And Gobert, another offensive rebound. And he is fouled from behind by Shanley. And it's going to the line, Rudy Gobert, where today Gobert has made 6 of 9, 67%. But 17 rebounds.
7 offensive boards, 17 rebounds. Gobert, he's done his damage, cleaning up misses, grabbing the offensive rebounds for second possessions. Now they need him to make free throws.
Wow. Well, they're breathing a sigh of relief now. Both teams missing some big ones. Sengun, meanwhile, is checked back into the game, and Gobert misses both. So both NBA stars have missed some huge free throws, and now Turkey can go back in front. 5 seconds left, 4 seconds here in overtime. Korkmaz has it knocked away. It's going to be Terry Tarpey. He's going in for the dunk. Unbelievable scenes. France have escaped against Turkey. They don't even get off a shot at the end. You can't write a more disappointing finish to this FIBA EuroBasket for Turkey, who showed such incredible grit to come from behind and make so many incredible plays with Tuncer. And in the end, it wasn't the turnover that they forces which wins the game. It's the turnover that France comes up with. They get an 87-86 win. Mike, it's painfully obvious. You know, Gobert and France, in a way, luck out because they gave Turkey a chance to win this at the end. But in the end, they rode their defense.
Well, let's give credit to Turkey. Again, we've seen it time and time again, fall behind and really make great comebacks. Credit to Turkey this second half, the way they played in overtime. The game could have gone either way. So much at stake. Again, you can see France shooting a little higher percentage from overall. The 14 three-point makes from Turkey powered the comeback, rebounding for France. Again, Gobert, such a big impact on the offensive boards. And again, the numbers that weren't up there were the turnovers and the points from the turnovers.
I mean, if you're a Turkey fan, you're a Turkey player, there are no moral victories there.
Fantastic effort to fight back and give themselves a chance. Again, they had opportunities to win the game. Let's be clear, this game could have gone either way. France at the end comes up with a big steal. Terry Tarpey, but you know, how fitting, their defensive stopper who's made such an impact, subs into the game late.
Look what it means to Sertat, Shanley's wife. And Gobert knows as well as he played, they escaped, but Shanley, and at the end of the day, when the game is over, Mike, that's the person you want there. You want your partner. You want your wife.
Family, supporting.
Oh, she's making me cry. Albasi coming out and making a play, but overall it was this guy I think was in line to be the MVP of this game if Turkey wins, Tuncer. He was utterly sensational. And sometimes if you're France, you have to wonder, you got to win games like this if you're going to win the title. Sometimes you can win a game that you're not supposed to win. We've seen Ataman coach Turkey to some famous wins over the years, like against Australia in 2014 at the World Cup in Barcelona. And this time his team was on the losing end, even though it seemed like they were going to come away with a win.
Well, they really took the momentum with their strong start to the second half. The third quarter, outscoring 22-6. They outscored France. They had all the momentum. The guard play of Tuncer and Hazer, specifically Tuncer with his three-point shooting, but, you know, filling the void of Shane Larkin not here. And again, like we said at halftime, adjusting to life without Larkin, they adjusted really well in the second half.
And you know what? Honestly, I'm sure Shane Larkin is watching this game and disappointed, but also being like, wow, these guys really, you know, I don't know that I could have done any more because of the way that Tuncer and Hazer played. Osmani raised his level today.
In the big picture for national team programs, we've seen it with Germany. Dennis Schroeder not available last year. Maodo Lo makes the run as a starting point guard, and they get to the Olympics, and look at how his great play is carried over. A similar situation can happen for Tuncer and Turkey in the future. Shanley hitting threes. They really gave a fantastic effort. And in the end, this is what we love about the knockout stage here in Berlin. Great basketball, great finish, great way to start off the day here.
Well, certainly great day, way to start it for France. You do feel for Turkey. They had their opportunities. This is it. And it was more of a turnover than a steal. Obviously, just losing control of it. Terry Tarpey goes in. I don't think that counted at the end, but it doesn't matter because they know they win. And Mbaye, who came out and made some big plays. It was a team effort for France. They got a little lucky, you'd have to say, but you'd rather be lucky than good, right?
Yeah, you know, in these tournaments, you have to find a way to win. It doesn't have to be pretty, and the best teams that will advance always somehow win when they're not playing their best. They've got to address the turnover issues, but again,
well, France, they came out of the tough group of death, and they were at the precipice. They were almost going out. Turkey, an amazing comeback, in position to stun Le Bleu, but in the end, it was the French, led by Rudy Gobert, who get the victory. They march on to the quarterfinals. So France winning at 87-86 over Turkey. Slovenia, Belgium come up next, and two other games. A great way to start the day here in Berlin.